Electricity and circuits. Electricity is a form of energy. It is very difficult to imagine the world without electricity. It has many uses in our everyday life. It is used to light our houses, offices, streets, markets, factories, etc. In addition, it is used to run several instruments like computer, microwave, refrigerator, instruments in the laboratories, water pumps, charging of our mobile phones, and so many others. A power station provides us with electricity. The place where electric current is produced is called power station. There are two types of power stations, that is, thermal power station and hydropower station. Sometimes we do not get regular electric supply. It is especially difficult when it is night and everywhere is dark. Nowadays, we have inverters through which we can get electric supply for a temporary period of time. We mostly use torch to see things around us in the absence of light. A torch is a device that produces light when switched on. It has a cell, commonly called as electric cell. Electric cell. An electric cell is a device that is used to generate electricity. The electric cells can be primary cells or secondary cells. The most common primary cells are dry cells, which are used in torches. The secondary cells are used in heavy batteries. There are some other types of electric cells available for different uses, such as button cells and solar cells. Primary cell. A torch is the device that produces light when switched on. It has a dry cell, commonly called as electric cell. An electric cell supplies electrical energy to the devices that function using electricity. The electric cells can be of many types. The types of cells that are used in torch, radio, alarm clocks, camera, wall clocks, etc. are dry cells. A dark powdery material is filled within the cell, which aims to provide electricity to the device it is connected to. When a cell is connected to a device, the strength of the chemical decreases. Finally, when the entire energy of the chemical is spent, the device connected to the cell stops functioning. After that, the device needs to be replaced with a new cell. These kinds of cells are called primary cells or disposable cells. Secondary cells. Some electric cells are used in automobile batteries used in vehicles. They have 6 or more cells. They can be recharged when exhausted, so they are reusable cells. These cells are called secondary cells or rechargeable cells. Some other types of cells. The other types of cells are button cells and solar cells. A button cell is used in small devices such as wrist watches, calculators, hearing aids, etc. A solar cell is a device that converts solar energy into electricity. There are large solar panels that generate electricity from solar cells. Solar cells capture sunlight to create concentrated solar power, CSP for solar heating. This solar energy is used to power automobiles, lights, pools, heaters and gadgets, etc. Structure for dry cell. The dry cell consists of 2 terminals, that is, a positive terminal and a negative terminal. It has a cap, just under which there is a plus sign. This is the positive terminal of the cell. At the other end of the cell, there is a flat metallic disc with a minus sign just above it. This metallic disc is the negative terminal of the cell. These terminals of the cell can be used to connect it to the various devices. The dry cell contains a paste of ammonium chloride inside a zinc container. Inside the paste, a cardboard container containing powdered manganese dioxide and carbon is placed. The cardboard container has very minute holes in it through which a chemical reaction takes place between ammonium chloride paste and powdered manganese dioxide. A rod, usually carbon with a metal cap, is dipped into the manganese dioxide. The whole thing is then sealed with the only metal cap sticking out so that the contents do not spill out. The zinc can is also wrapped so that only the base is exposed. Every source of electric current has 2 ends or terminals where conducting wires are connected, negative terminals of the dry cell respectively. Electric current can be thought of as flowing in from one terminal and flowing out from the other. If the tip of the metal cap and the base of the zinc can be connected by a metal wire, current will flow through it. Electric bulb. Take a torch bulb and observe it carefully. The wire inside the bulb that gives off the light is called the filament. It is usually made up of metal called tungsten. The filament is fixed to two thicker wires which also provide support to it. One of these thick wires is connected to the metal case at the base of the bulb. The other thick wire is connected to the metal tip at the center of the base. The base of the bulb and the metal tip of the base are two terminals of the bulb. These two terminals are fixed in such a way that they do not get to touch each other. When the current flows through the bulb, the filament of the bulb glows and produces light. The inert gas inside the glass helps prevent the filament from becoming too hot and breaking. If there is any kind of breakage in the filament, it means that the thin coil inside has snapped and therefore electricity cannot flow completely through the circuit and the bulb will not glow. Such a bulb is said to be fused and needs to be replaced. Electric bulb connected to electric cell. An electric cell produces electricity capable enough to make a bulb glow. To make a bulb glow using a cell, a wire needs to be connected from one terminal of the cell to another terminal of the bulb. Similarly, the other terminal of the cell must be connected to the second terminal of the bulb. The bulb will not grow in case the above is not followed and the connections are not made properly. Electric switch. An electric switch is a device for completing and breaking an electric circuit. When the path for the flow of current is complete, then the switch is said to be on. When the path is incomplete, the switch is said to be off. A switch has two states, that is, open or closed. When a switch is open, no current can flow through it. When a switch is closed, current flows through it. The main purpose of a switch in a circuit is to either break the circuit or to complete it. The switch is used in lighting of our electric bulbs and other devices in our homes work on the same principle, although their designs are more complex. Electric circuit. The path which electricity follows is called an electric circuit. The electric circuit provides a complete path for electricity to pass between the two terminals of the electric cell. The bulb glows only when the current flows through the circuit. In an electric circuit, the direction of current is from the positive to the negative terminal of the electric cell. When the terminals of the bulb are connected with that of the electric cell by wires, the current passes through the filament of the bulb. This makes the bulb glow. Sometimes a bulb does not glow even if it is connected to the cell. This may happen if the bulb has fused. A break in the filament can cause the bulb to fuse. This means a break in the path of the current between the terminals of the cell. Components of electric circuit. An electric circuit has the following components: electric cell, one or more, as source of electricity, connecting wires, mostly having copper coating, a bulb or any electric appliance to use electric current, an electric switch. Circuit diagram. A circuit diagram is a graphical representation of an electric circuit. In an electric circuit, when the switch is turned on, the electric circuit is complete or closed. The electricity flows through this circuit. When the switch is off, the electric circuit is an open circuit and is not complete. The electric current does not flow in such circuits. The direction of current is from positive terminal of battery to its negative terminal. The current diagrams are used for the design, construction, maintenance of electrical and electronic equipments. Conductors and insulators. The materials which allow electric current to pass through them are called conductors of electricity. For example, switches, electric plugs and sockets are made of conductors. The metals like silver, copper, aluminium are good conductors of electricity. Insulators are materials which do not allow electric current to pass through them. Air is also an insulator. For example, rubber and plastics are used for covering electrical wires and handles of electrical appliances. Wood, glass, pure water, and dry air. For the sake of safety and prevention of accidents, insulators are of great